Welcome to another episode, guys. So today it's actually something a little bit different and something that I think that you can take a lot from. So I'm coming down to Everlast Gym in Nottingham. It's one of my good clients, George, who's also obviously a very well respected online coach and PT in his own right. He's got a photo shoot, so I've been prepping George for this photo shoot, but also we've got Hyrox this weekend, which is a hybrid competition that I'm sure a lot of you guys will know about that he's competing in. So it's been quite an interesting prep, because obviously we've had to manage performance extremely well at the same time as getting him in really good nick for this photo shoot, which you'll see. We've definitely achieved that, and now it's just a case of today leading into obviously the real performance weekend. We're just going to slowly fill him up from here, because it's important to have that balance, that he's not too depleted for performance, but at the same time he's in the shape he needs to be in to look his best here. So yeah, going to obviously run you through the day, and yeah, hope you can take a lot from this, guys. So as I said, this photo shoot prep has been a little bit different to most. So we've had to play a real key focus on both cardiovascular fitness levels and strength levels alongside this, because at the end of the day, we're not just solely focused on, right, how shredded can we get George? It's been, yes, how lean can we get? But at the same time, we don't want to sacrifice that training performance. And we've had to work within different phases. So initially when George came to me, we had to get into a real strong position to be able to diet from, and that meant we had to put him in a calorie surplus, push that body weight up, and make sure that we got really strong to set him up for obviously the strength side of the Hyrox performance stuff that he's going to be doing. Now, alongside this, as things have progressed, obviously we've manipulated the diet as we go along. We've pulled off 8 kg from our peak weight to where we're at now, but our performance levels have held, and the biggest thing for this has been our communication. So I've never want George to have a day or a couple of days straight where he's been feeling run down and rugged. Yes, of course, at times he's going to be tired through the overall workload, but I don't want him to get to a point where his performance just drops. So we've actually been in a position where we've held performance across the full prep whilst pulling off the body fat needed to get the look we want. And then now it's about going into this weekend in the position where, yes, we can push up. I expect him to put on around 2 to 3 kg from now up until Saturday, but the prime goal then for us after this photo shoot is, okay, how well can we perform? So with that, we're going to have to push his body weight up, because there is a lot of strength work within what he's going to be doing on Saturday. And at the end of the day, to a certain degree, mass is going to move mass. So we don't want to sacrifice too much body weight just for that conditioning. We've done that to a degree at this point, but now it's about, okay, let's fill him into performance weekend, 2 to 3 kg up, similar to almost what you're going to see from boxers, where they put that weight on to get up to that fighting weight. That's essentially what we're going to do to George. We pulled him down, now we're going to push him up to his fighting weight and his performance weight on the weekend. So that wraps up today. Really fun, enjoyable day here at Everlast Gyms, obviously with George's photo shoot. Peaked him, well, we've really gone kind of a minimal peaking protocol, so to speak, to this, just because he's been in the condition he needs to be in. So we've not really changed too much going into today. We just pulled his food down for Monday, Tuesday. Going into Wednesday, we've put in a little bit more food into him. Now obviously today, as soon as he's done this shoot, we're just going to feed him going into performance weekend on Saturday. But now I hope you've had a little insight into how photo shoots run with my clients here at Ben Bray Coaching, and obviously the conditioning that we're getting guys into for the photo shoot. Now it's no joke. George has worked extremely hard to attain the level of condition that he's got to, and obviously we're constantly onboarding new clients who have very similar goals to that, and want to get into that level of condition and attain that kind of physique. So obviously my books are still open at the minute. I'm still taking on clients of the team, and if you're obviously interested, just drop me a shout.